all. Thank you so much. Thank you for being with me tonight on this historic night. I can't see the end of the stage because the lights are so bright. So I don't want to fall off. But hey, thank you so much. Look, I want to say I am just so overjoyed, overwhelmed by all the support to be the nominee, to be your nominee for governor. It is a great, great honor. I take this responsibility very seriously. I want to thank a few people before I say anything else. We have assembled, you should know, an all-star team for this campaign, a team who knows how to win. Tonight's results are in large part because of them. Give it up for them, please. And I want to let you know that it is really hard to run statewide in Texas. Running statewide in Texas is like running for president, right? Anywhere else. It's a big, big state. But do you know that it is even harder to be the spouse of the candidate for governor? And so I want to say, John, thank you so much for all your support, for always believing in me, for holding it down at home. I would not be here without you in so many ways. So thank you. I love you. And even harder than the job of spouse of the candidate is the job of kid of the candidate. And so, Pablo, I want to thank you for putting up with mommy not being home a lot, for putting up with all this attention on all sorts of stuff, for all the constant talk of politics, for all the things we have to do. I love you. I do this for you because I want a better state and I want a better future for you, Pablo. And it is that desire, for that love for my boys, that got me to even run for anything in the first place. Because as you may have heard, I'm just a mad mom who got upset when her son's school was threatened for closure. And because I was born and raised in the Rio Grande Valley, where my grandma, Grandma Hinojosa, drilled into me the life lesson of no te dejes, know your worth and defend it. I didn't sit down and let that happen. I ran for the school board and I won, and we saved our neighborhood schools. From there, I realized the reason why our schools are shutting down in Austin and all over this state is because Greg Abbott, he takes our money and he doesn't put it back into our schools. He doesn't put it back into our communities. So I ran for the Texas House to get back that money, and I won. And that's where I've been fighting in the trenches with colleagues you just heard from tonight, fighting the good fight, because guess what? I've never been afraid of Greg Abbott. And I'm certainly not afraid of him now. And what I have learned watching Greg Abbott at the Texas Capitol is that we work more, we get less, we pay more, we get less, because we are all paying the Greg Abbott corruption tax. Say it with me. What are we paying? The Greg Abbott corruption tax. Let me give you a billion examples. He took $1 billion from our neighborhood public schools for his voucher scam to give to unaccountable private schools to pay for the tuition for wealthy parents for kids already in private schools. He did that after getting a check for $10 million from an out-of-state billionaire. the largest campaign contribution in Texas history. That's right, because Greg Abbott is the Mordida governor. Your electricity bills, does it feel like it costs more and more to pay your electricity bills these days? Because it does. Because after Winter Storm Uri, when we were literally freezing to death in our homes, and the gas companies withheld the fuel we needed for the grid until the prices were so high that they could make billions of dollars in profits in hours, Greg Abbott let them get away with it and then decided that we would foot the bill for those profits. He got a $1 million campaign check from the CEO of one of those gas companies for his troubles. This community recently learned that it lost a beloved young man, an American, a Texan, who was the first American we now know of who died at the hands of ICE. Ruben Ray Martinez. We learned about a week ago that almost a year ago, he was killed in the valley in South Texas by ICE. Greg Abbott knew that one of our own was killed at the hands of the federal government, and he kept silent. He did not seek accountability for the people of Texas. He concealed it. We will get answers. He also made the decision that Texas would be the only state in the whole United States of America to lock up little children in detention centers with their parents, like little Liam, who was locked up here in San Antonio, because Greg Abbott, after receiving tens of thousands of dollars in campaign contributions from the private prison companies who now run these detention centers, he created a new kind of licensing to allow this to happen in Texas. Anywhere else, this would be prosecuted as child abuse. But this is the corrupt reality we are dealing with in Texas. The thing is, though, that all over this state, Texans are changing that reality. Texans are wising up, and Texans are rising up all over this state. We see in the public polling that Greg Abbott is the most unpopular person on the ballot in November. He is more unpopular than John Cornyn. He is more unpopular than Ken Paxton. Yes, he is. And then Dan Patrick. And polling shows that Greg Abbott and I are in a statistical tie in this race in November. Democrats are winning all over this state where we haven't won in decades, sometimes ever. We flipped a seat in Tarrant County, an open Senate seat. We flipped a seat, the mayor's seat in Robstown. We flipped the school board in Cy-Fair outside of Houston. We flipped the mayor's seat in Leander and a city council seat in Leander a few weeks ago. These are all within the last couple of months. And what we have seen today in Texas, all over this state, is Democrats are pumped and voting and outperforming general election results in some places. Democrats are ready for change because Texans are a no te dejes kind of people. We know our worth. We know that we can have strong neighborhood public schools when we scrap Greg Abbott's corrupt vendor contracts, and we use that money to make Texas teachers amongst the highest paid in the nation. We know that home ownership can be, again, within the reach of working Texans. We know that, yes, healthcare can be affordable when we rein in the health insurance companies who charge us more and give us less. We are not asking for handouts. We are asking, we are demanding what we have already paid for. We are demanding what we have already worked for, because Texas is a world economic powerhouse. And the people of Texas built that power. But here's the thing about power. Nobody's going to give it to us. We have to take it back. And I'm all in to take back that power, but I cannot do it alone, San Antonio. So I need to know, are you all in to take back Texas? It's going to be hard, because anything worth doing is hard, but together we can take back Texas. Thank you so much. I am Gina Hinojosa, and I am your proud nominee to be the next governor of Texas.